Hello and welcome to Old Nerd Watch's Planet of the Vampires. This is a Mario Bava film from 1965. Yeah, 1965. Right there in big black and white, dummy. This is a really nice, another nice Kino Lorber edition of the movie. Very nicely cleaned up picture. Very sharp picture. Great colors, which is good because this movie isn't really big on story or characters. It's more big on style. The costumes are really cool. This is all filmed in on a set. The planet is a set. The spaceship, the interior of the spaceship is a set, and it's all really well done. Lighting, coloring, lots of hard neon colored lighting used in the film. Lots of the exterior shots, which are still on a soundstage, but outside of the spaceship on the actual alien planet. Lots of really cool sets with lots of harsh, colorful lighting that's layered to give it a lot of depth. A lot of fog is used, and the lights are used to color the fog a lot. Another big thing about this movie that's really cool is the sound. They did a really good job with the sound effects and the sound design. And the music, the score is really neat as well. It's a early electronic score, so it sounds, futuristic in 1965. So the score is really cool as well. There's not really any big actors in this. It's a mix of Italian actors and I think maybe Portuguese. I believe this actress, her name is Norma Bengal, and I believe she's Portuguese. Barry Sullivan, who plays the lead captain of the ship, he's American. And then everybody else is mostly Italian, I believe. Mario Bava, he's an Italian filmmaker. He did a lot of horror back in the 60s. His son Lamberto Bava went on to do a lot of cool early 80s zombie films from Italy. But this movie is really indicative, even though this is one of very few sci-fi movies that Mario Bava made. It's very indicative of his style, and that goes back to what I was saying earlier about the set design, the harsh lighting, with lots of bright colors in the lighting design of the sets. It's just, this movie is just fun to watch. It's atmospheric, moody, but like I said, not real great on characterization, not real great on story. Like, you don't really get invested in the story, just things kind of happen. But the atmosphere of the film is so cool that you're sucked in anyway. At least I am. It's got that old Technicolor kind of film, but it's a European movie, so over there they had Pathé color is what they called it over there. And it's very vibrant. The colors are very vibrant and very dark and bright at the same time, if that makes sense. This movie, I did not know this, but there's two on this Kino Lorber edition. There's two commentary tracks, and I didn't listen to all of them all the way through, but they both mention how this movie is basically the same plot as Alien, the first Alien movie by Ridley Scott. How a group of astronauts receive a distress call from a deserted, abandoned planet. They land on it, they explore it, they find an old ship with a giant dead alien inside of it. And then there's creatures that are trying to kill them. And I guess Ridley Scott gets really sick of of Alien being compared to this because he claims he's never seen this, and Alien was not inspired by this. He's very angry that people point that out, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of similarities. There's like giant skeletal remains, and their spaceship are discovered by the astronauts in this, which is very similar to that sequence in Alien where they find the what do they call him? I forget what they call the ancient alien that's discovered inside the spaceship in Alien, but yeah, it's got a very similar vibe to that. I was reminded of Life Force. I was like, man, this movie's kind of like like Life Force is almost kind of like a sequel to this movie, because this movie has a trick ending, and I'm not going to reveal what the trick ending is, but it could almost work as a prequel to the movie Life Force, that Tobe Hooper movie from the 80s about space vampires that astronauts find out in space in a derelict spaceship, and they bring them back to Earth, and havoc ensues. But you could almost make the claim that this is like a prequel to that, or that's a sequel to this. Not completely, but I could kind of draw loose conclusions that could be the case. The special features on here are pretty good. Like I said, there's 2 commentaries. One by a Mario Bava biographer by the name of Tim Lucas. He gives a lot of facts throughout his. And the first one is by novelist, critic Kim Newman and writer-journalist Barry Forshaw. They're both English gentlemen. One of them, I'm not sure which, is very excited and won't shut up, and the other one tries to talk once in a while and say some stuff, but mostly it's the other guy just rambling excitedly, like it's just like he's so super excited to be doing a commentary for a movie that he just can't stop talking. Then there's a couple of trailers from hell, one with Joe Dante, famous director from the 80s, Gremlins. He did all kinds of great stuff in the 80s. And then another one with Josh Olson, who I'm not exactly sure who he is. But basically, while the trailer for the movie plays, they just kind of give a few details about it while the trailer plays. That's what Trailers from Hell is. There's an alternate music score highlights reel in here, where it just plays the movie, a very condensed version of the movie with a slightly different music score, which is even more electronica, which is really cool. But I think the highlight is this 2K master of the movie. It looks fabulous. Movie looks fantastic for being 60 years old. Like I said, it's not a gripping, fantastic movie. It's kind of basically B-movie schlock almost, really, but it's really well done. Mario Bava is a very cool director, especially when he does horror. Like he did Black Sabbath with Boris Karloff. That was an anthology horror movie back in the 60s. I think it must have came out right around the same time this did, a little before, a little after this did. Fantastic horror movie. I have that on Blu-ray as well. That's a great movie. If nobody's ever seen Black Sabbath, do yourself a favor and check out Black Sabbath, also by Mario Bava. He did a series of Hercules movies over in Italy as well. And I haven't seen them, but the trailers for them are on here, or for one of them is on here. The trailer for, it's not going to tell me. No, it's not going to tell you. When you pull up the movie, the special features menu tells you which Hercules film it is. But I believe it's the third in the series of Hercules movies Mario Bava made, and it's like Hercules in the underworld or something like that. In the haunted world. That's what it's called. Hercules in the haunted world. And basically it's Hercules goes to hell and like fights monsters and zombies and stuff. And it looks great. I've gotta watch that. That looks fantastic. But anyway, this movie is really cool. This is one that you could like put on and play every Halloween. It could become a Halloween tradition, I think. Really fun movie. If anybody out there knows anything cool about this that I left out, or anything that I need to know, please comment that down below. If you like this kind of video, please subscribe. I have a big DVD, Blu-ray, 4K collection, and I'm always getting new ones and selling the old ones and doing videos on them. If you like this kind of thing, please subscribe. I also do a series on here reading my Marvel Comics collection in publishing date order. And that's about it. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.